Hi. I was working with a client this week and we came across a problem that I think is very common when we first start to move through our homes and when we haven't done a thorough edit of each room and every single belonging in every room doesn't have a forever home. This problem is something that I see people get paralyzed in or stuck in often, and two results happen. So in other words, we're moving through our house and we find something that we really want to keep and we know it's important, and it's usually something with memories or something very, very valuable. We know we want to keep this, but it doesn't have a home. And or the place where we think it should go is also in disarray, which is going to happen. We're going to move from room to room, but as we do that, the other rooms are still unedited. So then where does all of this edited stuff go? Yes, I know, I have been there. And guess what? There's a couple of different scenarios that I see people fall into a lot that are blech. The first one is the idea of perfectionism. So I find a graduation cap up in my desk and I say, okay, now I have to stop what I'm doing, which is the desk area, and I'm going to go through the house and find all of the graduation stuff, and I'm going to bring all of the graduation stuff together and organize it, and then that's going to happen. So here's the problem with that plan. When you leave that desk and you start moving through the house, now you have two messes and you're going to run out of time or energy and you're not going to finish either. That's very likely. And not only that, but then when you get to put the graduation stuff away, then that stuff's in a disarray, and then that becomes another project. And then, pretty soon you're living in that if you give a mouse a cookie book, right? The one mess leads to another mess that leads to another mess. That's the perfectionist path, which says nothing can go away unless everything is clean. That is a trap that will not serve you. You will get stuck in 50 messes or in doing nothing at all. The perfectionist path, don't go there. The other path, which is the clutter path, will say that graduation stuff is going to live up there until I find a home for it, so there it stays. And that is also another trap, because now the places in your home aren't defined. So as long as that graduation cap lives up in her desk that is supposed to be for papers, now there's an excuse to continue to put other things that she doesn't have a home in until the desk is overflowing with chaos again. And here is my secret, brilliant, maybe by lack of knowing better, plan that I found when I began my first edit. And it is this: when you find an object that you know you want to keep, and we're going to call it graduation cap and supplies for the purpose of this video, you're going to define its home, and when you define its home, you're going to put it there, and that area is going to remain a mess for a little while. This looks like I'm going to take the graduation cap and all of the other graduation items that are in this area. I'm going to put it in a box and label it so that it's clear, so that I remember nothing else is going in that box. And I'm going to walk it up the stairs to the place where I put my memories, even though the memories area upstairs is utter chaos, and I'm going to let that project be for another day. That's the secret. Because when you begin to move from one area of your home to the next, you are going to come up against this other areas are chaos all the time. And if you follow each thing, or you never start to define it and let that space, that room be complete for now, you're going to be forever stuck in this cycle. So you're going to start to give things their forever homes, and when you put them there, that area is going to be imperfect until you get to that room. That is the beautiful key. And here is a little secret I'm going to tell on myself. My darling gray chevron boxes above my cabinet that are the picture of elbow room and order, they contain the last of the things that I didn't know what to do with, or I wasn't sure if I was keeping or not. But here's the difference between those living on the top of my fridge or in my desk and where they do. I have brought like things together. So in other words, as I was going through my home and I found high school memories of myself, Lord help. Anyway, I found that Trapper Keeper that I had in ninth grade amongst a bunch of other stuff. I started to create a home for high school memories for Heather. Those things now have a home, and as I moved through my house, more of those things came up. I put them in there. Now, those are all labeled and all brought together so that when I decide it's time for me this year to go through those and decide if the Trapper Keeper lives or dies, lives, I know where all my high school stuff is. That is the key to getting out of clutter and chaos. Don't worry about if those areas aren't perfect yet. That's another job for another day. Just define the space you're in and give forever homes to those other things that you know you have to keep. And let there be some imperfection around that. That's going to bring around the idea of chunking big jobs into little, smaller, more manageable jobs. I promise, okay? Try it. Let me know how it works for you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.